motherfucker, the purpose is you. We forget that. Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready. But most of us fucking aren't ready because we don't know how to do without having the golden carrot in front of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Ant Money Experience, the greatest podcast in the world. I am the greatest podcast host in the world, King Ant Money himself. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourself applause. Applause. Y'all so beautiful. Damn, applause just whooped my ass. But if you are here right now, you are here for the unofficial start of the weekend. Y'all, it was hot as balls all week. Then we woke up this morning to 40 degrees. Lord have mercy. These must be them last days the old people was talking about. But before we start, I want to send a rest in peace shout out to Kyle Busch, NASCAR driver, Hall of Fame driver. I'm not much of a fan of NASCAR, but I do acknowledge excellence in your field. He was 41 years old, died from a severe sinus infection that just, he was sick this weekend. Last week, came back, drove on Saturday, was admitted to the hospital right afterwards, and unfortunately passed away. Man, life is precious. Make sure you enjoy every moment of it. Remember the last thing I say when I end the podcast. What up, Rel? Just like my good brother right here. Call me Shorty again, and I'm going to put the pause on you. But like my good brother Rel did here, make sure you comment if you are viewing so I can make sure I give you the proper shout out. Also, shout out to my guy, Karan. Welcome home, good brother. If you are viewing, free all my dolls behind the wall. But if you are here right now, you are watching on the most dangerous podcast network in the world, the big exclusive network. If you got a podcast idea, your podcast needs a home, come on over to the winning team, man. You want your podcast broadcast on a bigger platform? Come on over. Also, if you would like to be a co-host on the Ain't Money Experience, make sure you inbox me. Ladies, you know how to get to the front. If you have a initiative, you selling dinners, your mixtape, make sure you come over to the show via my inbox. I got some special guests lined up for the next couple weeks. Going to get those things in order, but we're going to have a great summer, y'all. I hope y'all are ready. But before we go any further, a message from our sponsors. I ain't gonna lie, I be kind of jigging when the when the sponsor commercial be playing. But also make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the network because people like, oh, I ain't know when the show was. Oh, I missed the show. Like nut ass roll in the comments. Oh, I went to sleep, bro. My bad. If you are subscribed, you're going to get that ding when it is time to tune in. Without further ado, producer, can you bring my co-host up for this evening? If my co-host is not ready at this time, that is fine, producer. What you naked?
No, I'm in my chair. I'm sitting down. I'm ready. Oh, because it's brown. You like it? You
No,
like it?
like your shirt so close to
Bro,
your.
I thought she was naked too. That's why I was hesitant to bring her up. I'm like, yo, is
No,
that like I was
like, is you cool? No, no, no. It's a whole little dress. It's a whole little
Listen,
situation.
Scooty. If you want the ratings to go up, I'm cool.
Listen, let's talk some monetary situation, and then I can. Hey, I'm like, oh no, it fell out. Oh no,
We'll
I'm
talk
not above it.
offline.
I'm not above it. I ain't gonna hold you.
With that being said, producer, let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leads. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you have a blast, be safe. Make sure you remember the ones that fought for us to be able to peacefully and if you're from Philly, it ain't always peaceful, but to enjoy such liberties and festivities in life. Rel also thought you were naked. I think the only controversy we had on this show that was bigger than that was shout out to niece Britt when she had her rose shot cup. That was something. But make sure that you pay your respects to those that fought and unfortunately lost their lives fighting the enemy, but also fought to make sure that we remain victorious. With that being said, producer, my first video, please.
Could go to Annexure JD17 in the file. And do you have it? Yes, I do. Can you help?
Sorry, Commissioner. Oh, you have a tissue stuck on your forehead. Oh, yes. Thank you. It's off. Thank you.
Now, Scooty, when you saw that video, what were your first thoughts?
Um, the government as a whole should be overthrown from top to bottom, state to federal, everybody, for situations exactly like this.
Y'all don't understand the struggle. Like, yo, I was at a baseball game Sunday sweating my fucking ass off.
Look, I know all
I
about the
mean,
sweat. I get the sweat. I get the sweat. Let's be very clear about it. I get the sweat.
speaking of, shout out to my homie Nikita. She will definitely be co-hosting in the next couple weeks. We went
I'm
over.
getting replaced already? That's crazy.
No, I didn't say for. I said in.
So crazy.
Pause.
I'm on
But
punishment.
she said that she was like, I was so nervous when I did the podcast. I was like, why was you nervous? It's just me and you talking like we normally talk. She was like, you don't understand. I had so much boob sweat. I was like, really? Boobs? Are you sweating like that?
As a grown woman who has small boobs, we sweat. Fat people sweat. Fat niggas sweat for sure. It's part of life. We're all grown here, people.
Okay,
It's
circle
it's,
of life.
it's 81 degrees out here.
Shh, it's
Mind
50
you,
something right now.
I just put this dress on. I mean,
Damn.
10 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh no, I just put this dress on for sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand my man's struggle because I'm going to the nearest vicinity with napkins and I'm grabbing them and they're like, damn, why you sweating? You just standing there. Ain't no here to stop the sweat.
Mind your business. You know what? Matter of fact, I got a fan in the car right now on charger. Like a little misting fan. Oh baby,
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I'm going line step of the night. I gotta charge it up. Gonna put that bitch right on out. Where them fans at? Right here.
And
They're right here.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I was out there sweating my ass off. And one of my homies turned around to me and she put one of them fans in my face. I was like, you know, I didn't know I needed that, but I needed that. I wish they didn't look so feminine because I copped one myself.
They got different ones. So I got David one because he drive trucks and shit. He used to work outside or whatever. But I got David one that like you like wear around your neck and it's just like the whole neck area just cool air.
Oh,
I'll see you a link for. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you offline. Hook
all
you
right,
up.
appreciate you. With that being said, producer, my next topic, please. This past week, Drake released 3 albums entitled Habib, Iceman, and Maid of Honor, with a total of 45 songs. This is his first release in, I believe, 2 years. You can take that down, producer. Pictured in that photo is Michael Jackson's diamond, allegedly encrusted glove, which Drake purchased for $145,000. Now, I would, you know what? I'm gonna let you get your point across first, Scooty. Did you indulge in these three albums?
I indulged in the first one. I don't know the name of it. I don't remember the names of the other ones. I did indulge in one of them. They was all skips to me. I had to go back. I had to after I finished listening to that shit. I had to go back and listen to Take Care a couple of times. Kind of
Elite Drake.
rinse my mouth out. It was terrible. Not a fan of any of it. He should have kept all
Yeah.
of this, sir. Sir, you are a lover boy, sir. You're not a beef. You're not a fighter. You waited 2 years to come back in. I ain't a bitch.
Yeah.
You are. Shut up.
I mean, he came out, he was shooting
Yeah.
at everybody.
And he
I'll
missed
give him that.
everybody. And all the shots was indirect fire. None of them was like, oh damn. It was all just, yo, this
Yeah,
is
he
not great.
definitely had to be thinking, but you got to. I think he was talking about that person.
You feel me?
Now,
Like it's not.
I would say, as a Drake fan, Iceman was the best out of the three. I did not really appreciate the other two at all. As a Drake fan, also, I will say this is not his best effort. His best years are behind him. I'm going to be honest. This is the. I mean, I would say it was pretty mid, but also Drake did not has. This is the first time he actually somewhat delivered in about the last few solo albums. But I mean, it was okay. Now people on the internet are pissing me the fuck off. Drake and Kendrick fans alike. Drake fans are sitting here, and I hate that Drake is in this realm of people that no matter how good or how bad the album is, people are going to hold it high. People are like, "Oh, we got a summer. The summer is complete." Drake has about one song throughout those whole 45 songs that I wouldn't mind hearing outside, and it's not because of Drake. It's because of Future. Let's be clear, but I don't think this was his best effort. Mid at best. It's something to listen to. I don't mind it, but it's not what these Drake fans, sorry, stands are making it to be. And also, it's okay if you like Kendrick Lamar better than Drake. That's fine. I actually like both of them. I probably like Drake a little bit more than Kendrick, but also it's okay if Drake is not for you. Just don't fucking listen. If Kendrick is not for you, just don't fucking listen. But going on days and days arguing about how great or how horrible it is, yo, get a fucking life. I can never dedicate that much energy to anything on the internet. I'm just not built like that. But with that being said, oh, how I was waiting for this moment right here. Producer, bring up my next topic, please. Was it an accident? The crash. This is a Netflix documentary that has been buzzing on the internet for, I'm going to say, probably since its release on the 15th. Now, you can take that down, producer. Now, spoiler alert, if you have not watched this film, the film details an accident with a young lady and two young men that were her passengers. She ran a strip of road at 100 miles per hour, did not stop, clipped a sign, smashed into a building, almost completely splitting his car in two. Her two passengers were killed upon impact. She sustained a lot of injuries and was later arrested and found guilty of vehicular homicide. She will be serving two concurrent 15 years to life sentences. Now let's go, Scooty. I am a man of my word. And And we will also take this opportunity to take a shot for those service members that all lost their life while fighting the many victorious battles, some of them not victorious, but nonetheless fighting for our freedom. After the club, we're gonna hop in the truck, get a little Clico, see what's up, get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. It's not that serious.
And my new is that white bitch did that shit. So I'm glad we're here. First of
Okay.
all,
Now,
what I
Smoothie, what were your thoughts?
so
First
I
about the
watched.
documentary in general, because you did have some choice words about the documentary.
It was just the situation in general. It just seemed like it was about that. So there's actually about three different documentaries about this situation.
Okay.
I watched that first one on Netflix. There's also one on Hulu, and there's another one somewhere else. Um,
Okay.
Documentary in general. I think it was your usual documentary. I had about my same feelings I have about documentaries of cases like this. Is I go into rabbit holes and start looking shit up. I start looking into other things
Same.
with it. So I spent my entire day today stuck on this. Thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
Really enjoy fucking my algorithm up for dumb shit. But documentary itself was well produced. I think that people down there, spoke their truth a little bit. And I do enjoy watching people get their comeuppance.
There who?
Comeuppance? Isn't that what it is? They get what's coming to them.
Oh, okay.
Don't because if I Google this and I'm right,
No, I
you
just
got
wasn't familiar with the word.
yes, that's the word. Comeuppance. Yes.
Okay.
It's the
Hey,
thing.
the more you know.
Stick it is. Stick it for sure. Yes. A punishment or fate as someone deserved. Yes. I know
No,
words sometimes.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was just unfamiliar with the word.
I thought it was unfamiliar with my game. But as far as that, how do you feel about the documentary and production, everything else of it?
Now, the documentary itself, it was very intriguing to me. I was sitting there and I had a lot of scenarios going on in my mind because when I first looked at just the incident itself from the outside without any real hard evidence about what happened, I thought to myself, that sounded like they was arguing. And I've been there when I've been in an argument and I'm on the expressway and I'm stepping on it and we arguing and I'm trying to. And I mean, I have also had incidents where I felt like my foot was kind of like something happened to distract me and my foot was on the pedal and I kind of like, hey, step out of it. I've also been distracted driving. I won't say which various things because I don't want to incriminate myself. But I did initially think like, oh man, this was a bad accident. Then the more I looked into it, she did that shit. She absolutely did that shit. Now, what was it for you that because I assume you feel the same way?
I absolutely feel the same way. And it actually makes me very, very annoyed because America's gonna be America is America, whatever. But there's a pattern with certain things happening, and then the response to it, depending on who the person that's at fault is. This case, however, with like I said, documentary, Shorty was over here like, oh yeah, it's just so sad. I'm so sad about everybody. Cool, but like you said, you see what's happening. You watch everything. You know that you get more knowledge about the situation. And as a lot of entitled, no consequence having children are, man, you got this fucking um narcissistic as personality traits. All these things you got going on for you. You look one way to whoever you want to present to. Everybody else thinks you're a fucking terrible menace to society. You're bullying these people. You're doing X, Y, Z. But to your parents who have, oh no, I know my daughter lies. I know she's doing X, Y, Z. I know she's fine. She's great. She's not. You have no accountability, and neither do your
Nah,
fucking parents.
nah.
Arrest all of them, actually.
Now, I'll tell you what it was for me when the prosecutor started talking and he showed the video at a specific angle when she made a right turn going 100 miles per hour. That was the part that was like, oh, fuck no, she did that to
At
take
the red
that
light,
turn. I'm not sure if it was a light, but it was the turn that she made before she hit the straightaway to run into the sign into the building. So
Okay,
they showed her,
because there's S.
but it's within that 5 second gap
Yeah.
of that black box in
The
the car recording it. So when she took that corner going 100 miles per hour, I was like, oh, this was very intentional because if you have ever driven a car at 100 miles per hour, you know that if you slightly turn your wheel, your car is going to, whew, and it's almost uncontrollable. For her to have that much control, taking a car fully accelerated at 100 miles per hour, a right turn, I said, oh no. And I mean, she damn near turned the corner perfectly. I was like, oh no, this was very intentional.
yes.
And it almost like as I'm talking about it, it almost comes to me as if she turned that corner knowing what was directly at the end of that strip.
Mm-hmm.
So if I turn the corner right here, knowing my neighborhood, I know that there's a dead end that I can absolutely accelerate until I hit. And I just thought that was absolutely wild. I think it's worth a watch. Now I do have to watch the second documentary that you referenced, the profile they did on the Mean Girl series on Hulu. This is not an ad. It's also on HBO Max if you don't have Hulu.
That's second one. Mm-hmm.
But before we go any further, it's time for story time with Aunt Money.
Story time.
Now, producer, can you bring up my good brother Terrell Cyrus's last comment? What up, Mac? Now, my good brother Rel made the comment, don't forget about that new law. This is in reference to a story that happened while we were out. Now, when I graduated from college, it was by far one of the greatest weeks of my life because my birthday was on Tuesday. I graduated from college on Thursday. Much of that week is a blur because we partied hard. I mean, I had the final project that I had to do that was going to determine if I was going to graduate or not. Did that. And as soon as I finished that, after my birthday, we went out partying. So we were riding down Broad Street. If you are unfamiliar with Philadelphia, Broad Street is the largest street in Philadelphia. It goes from the absolute north part of Philadelphia to the absolute south part. So we were riding down Broad Street and I was hanging out the window like the Joker. I was hanging out the window like Tupac after his court case. I got out the window and I looked across the street and I was looking at them girls. I said, I know y'all see me. Y'all see me? It's my birthday and I graduated. What's up? And then I heard, whoop, whoop. I said, oh, let me get my ass back in the car. So the police officer comes up and I was like, before the police officer could even ask for license and registration, I said, stop it. Listen, officer, my birthday was Tuesday. I graduated on Thursday. I'm out here having a good time partying and I'm being safe because I'm drunk. But my driver here did not drink all night for the purposes of knowing I was going to be drunk and knowing that we was going to have fun tonight. He said, ah, so you must not know about that new law, huh? Just because the driver ain't drunk, if the passenger drunk, y'all due for a ticket. I was like, he said, but I ain't gonna be that dickhead cop on a Friday night. Listen, stay inside your vehicle, put your seatbelts on, and have a good night. So there was that 30-second awkwardness of silence because there wasn't no music playing or nothing. We all wait. Shout out to my boy J King. J King was the driver that night. So we riding in 30 seconds of silence. And my bro Ralph from the back seat goes, yo, he never told us what that new law was. I said, he never did. So my birthday is in May. For that whole summer, every time we went out somewhere, and if we went to a club, we would go out or whatever. We'd be like, hey, y'all be careful. That new law out here fucking niggas up, getting niggas jammed up. You don't want to get caught up with that new law. Man, what a fucking time. But speaking of what a fucking time, producer, jump into my next clip, please. Now, when you saw that particular clip, what was your thought?
Number one, having caged animals and shit like this is always gonna be a dangerous situation
For sure.
because things like this. And I'm not going to soapbox with the situation, but my thoughts on this is simply, this is part of what you sign up for when you go into shows like this. When you go into places with close contact or whatever else, what this animal does when things go awry, things happen all the time. But when that happens, you better hope you're not the victim of it. Because domesticated or not, a tiger is a tiger. And this tiger will kill you and your kid. It's not even it's so, no, this cat will do something to you out here. Anything happens to you, you deserve it.
Now, my good brother Max says, "Don't move, bitch." I think the rapper Kanye said it best. I'm gonna tell you, like George Bush told me, "Fuck y'all niggas, I'm out of here.
And you're
I'm
gonna get chased
going."
down and killed.
Hey, I'm sorry, little white baby, you can't run. Throwing you down in front of me.
That's your best bet, honestly. But hey, that's what I'm saying. So tiger jumps out or whatever, and obviously, they beat these animals, they subdue these animals, they drug these animals, different things, X, Y, Z. But a tiger's natural instinct is, because I'm on the spectrum a little. I got a little bit, I got a touch of autism. So a tiger's instinct, hey, if you run, you're now prey. I'm on your ass because now I know that you are, because I can eat on. That shit can switch like that. That's like going into the that's like going into the deep sea while you out here bleeding profusely or whatever. You're in danger.
Well, with that being said, turn around, see said person that I don't know, punch him in the nose. Tiger smells blood.
That's not. Hey, take this shot. I'm not gonna keep playing with you today. Are you another one? You're not drinking? You scared? You scared? Because I got line dancing today in about 3 hours. So what you doing tonight?
We'll talk offline. But with that being said, another what would you do scenario. Producer, my next topic, please. Now, my mind went somewhere else when she said, "I host, me host." Your host could be my host.
Hey, tequila!
Dun, 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 dun. But no,
Hey.
seriously. Have you ever gotten on a slingshot?
No, and for that reason, right there, I don't even like roller coasters like that for real.
Okay.
The picture's gone now. Story time. But the picture I have is gone now. But when I was a child, my father put me on like a little dragon roller coaster at our like local fair thing that came through, carnival, whatever it's called. And I had a picture of me on there sobbing. I am distraught. I am about to throw up. I'm so upset from being on a roller coaster, and that scarred me for life. I rode a couple roller coasters, but I don't like carnival rides. I don't like any of that shit for real, because it's very unpredictable, especially carnival rides and fairs. Because you and me get on something that you put out of a box and then set up, and you have a 18-year-old fucking controlling this shit.
You hope they 18.
You feel me? Like this. What are we doing? No one to get on this.
My sister was working at Sesame Place right outside of Philadelphia in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. she was about a solid like maybe 14, 15
See what I
operating
mean?
rides.
See, and I don't have time for that.
And I know my sister, if she got a text message from the right person, she was pulling on her phone.
You on the phone with it. We have a place out here called Oaks Park. I want to say 2 or 3 rides or whatever the other summer got stuck because it's so old. They just don't do things or whatever. People are children, teenagers, people. My niece and them friends. People stuck upside down. They getting hurt. X Y Z. One person fell out. I think. No, I'm not getting on this ride. A slingshot at a carnival. Y'all barely can read. No, I'm not getting on this fucking. No, I'm not getting. No.
So slingshot is probably the only ride I would not trust, and it's only because this actually happened in Spain, as you could tell by the commentary in the background. But slingshot is one of the rides that I just don't trust because I've seen too many incidents happen with this ride specifically. Now, I am a thrill seeker. I don't mind roller coasters at all. I've been stuck on 3 roller coasters throughout the course of my lifetime, and I still continue to go back. It doesn't bother me. I don't feel like I'm a thug. I also don't
I
ride around. I also don't ride around with my seatbelt for this. I don't fear it. I'm a reckless individual.
that new law gonna fuck you up. I used to ride the
That
swings.
no, that no law.
You ain't heard about it. You ain't heard about it. You gonna get you jammed up out here. But like the fucking what I used to ride was the swings, and I stopped riding the swings because also for this reason, because I'm like, oh, one day I just woke up and was like, what happens if something like one of this breaks? Oh no, could never ride it again. I used to let a little swings just go around. No, I'm here to get food. I'm here to get some toys, some overpriced, cheap ass stuffed animals. That's about it. And honestly, at this point, when I see who's being hired and like the actual intent behind people and like how they're trying to do shit, I don't want to go to Six Flags. I'm not doing any of these things. I barely want to get on water rides now because y'all can't be trusted. People out here are not people don't care.
Now,
People don't have
producer, bring
empathy. They
that
don't
comment
care.
up one more time. I don't do makeshift carnivals, all them pop-up carnivals at parks. I don't do but Six Flags and them. Yeah, I mean,
Shit.
I do them all. The makeshift carnivals, shit. The makeshift carnivals be the ones. I got a video from this summer where I was on a ride and this young lady was recording and she was like, "Oh my god, oh my god," and I was just like, oh." Then the motherfucking operator pumped up the volume, and I was like, "Oh shit! Oh whoa
Yeah.
whoa whoa
Yeah.
whoa
No. No.
whoa
No. No.
whoa!"
No. No. That's just you, all right? You want a nigga here now? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put your hands up. Put your
he
hands up and
said,
say, "Wee."
I guess he looked because he was, you know what? And as I tell the story, it sounds even more dangerous because he was the DJ, and I want to say he might have been operating at the same time because I swear when
He
I was like, "Whoa whoa," he looked at me like, "Oh, because I'm a bitch crank."
So in other words, he's turning the tables and the rides. Okay. All right. We
Listen,
we we, we
Mickey,
love a king
Mickey.
this much. Listen, here, it's terrible.
Listen, no individuals were harmed in the filming of this.
You don't know that. You don't
I
know that.
don't. I don't. Now, with that being said,
Here we go.
producer, my next topic, because this is another what would you do? Central C, a UK rapper, received backlash after he bought a Birkin bag for his little brother's girlfriend. Now, Scooty, let me ask you this. How would you react if your significant other's brother bought you a very expensive gift?
I'm a Leo, sir. I think I deserve the world. I think I should buy me expensive gifts, actually. That's why I have the friends that I have.
So, are you taking said gift from the
Yes.
brother? Okay.
And
So
if you don't want me to
you
have
can
it,
take it down, producer.
buy me a better one. If you don't want me to have it, buy me a better one. And I feel that way about most of the gifts I get because I don't
Now,
accept gifts from people that are ill intentioned or whatever. So if I'm accepting the gift, I'm getting the gift. I'm not getting a gift from the person that I'm like, oh, he doesn't like me, and obviously this man's clearly in love with me. I'm not Disney. I'm aware of these people in my life. Your brother buy me a gift? Okay, cool. I don't need you to take that bag. Did you buy me one?
So I have a completely different reaction to this for multiple reasons. The only
You also
caveat
not
I
a
will
girl getting a
give,
bag.
the only caveat I will give is if they had a prior friendship to my relationship, that's understandable. But as far as Central City, producer, drop it.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
Big brother, I will smack the fucking shit out of you. Don't ever fucking play with me like that. If you want to get, first of all, you give me the heads up before you buy my girl some expensive shit like that. Don't ever fucking play with me like that. It ain't no motherfucking game. And bitches, you cool? You better, ooh,
I'm a lot cooler with this new bag I
you
got.
better look at me for
I'm
acceptance before you
I'm
go.
a lot I'm a lot cooler with this new bag I got.
Mm,
How about
mm,
that, nigga?
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
fuck out of here.
hey.
It ain't. Nah, it ain't going.
Okay,
What's wrong with
and
it?
that's great. Cause what you mad at me?
What's
Cause
wrong
what
with
you
it?
mad at me for?
I just feel like
Sound secure.
that's. I think that's one of them joints where you trying to like flex your muscle a little bit. Like, don't no.
Do you do you
You,
think your brother trying to fuck your girl? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you buying my girl expensive ass bags and shit. I'm a little
It's ex-
concerned.
Hold on, whoa. It's expensive to you. If that nigga got money to blow like that on a bitch he's not fucking or whatever, is that expensive? Everybody got different fucking tax brackets.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I bet you don't, nigga. I bet you don't.
Nah, you
Cause
ain't.
you ain't buying me no Birkin, bitch.
And
Bitch.
then I mean, Birkins are not cheap bags for one. For two, there is a waiting list for those bags. They're so in high demand. But no, don't buy my girl no fucking Birkin. Don't
What
don't
do you think a girl
don't.
don't deserve? Do you think you missed it because you gotta wait 20 seconds and then say don't. So you fucking timing up on it. You gotta wait. But you think your girl don't deserve no Birkin? What you saying?
Yeah, we'll work towards that.
Work
You gotta
towards it.
give me
It's
some
crazy.
about that.
I hate a nigga want to give a girl a test about something.
Oh, okay.
First date, I want them bitches gone. I want the house keys. I want three of my pictures on the wall. Minimum. I ain't waiting
So
for nothing.
also,
Give me my Birkin.
you know what? I'm mad because I didn't discover that there was actually a video to this afterwards. I didn't discover
Oh,
until I had already like submitted my stuff. The video looked bad.
oh, did
The
it?
second, yeah, it looked bad because she was
That's not
she
good.
was
That's
way
not good
too
at all.
hyped, and you can hear the brother in the background. He was not feeling that shit, and
Oh
she was like,
no.
"What's wrong?" And she said she made a comment to the effect of, "You didn't do it. Guess what I'm gonna do for you? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out."
Hey, wait, bring your comment up though. Bring your comment up.
50 cent special is a waiting list on Chinatown behind the hanging ducks. Behind the hanging
It's
ducks is
the
fucking
counterfeit.
wild.
Let me tell you something. Because I hate talking to niggas. So, because I'm out here in Get Out Town. I hate it here, by the way, guys. Never moved to Oregon. But I'm out here in Get Out Town or whatever. I got a couple things on or whatever. Oh, is that real? So why the fuck would I have on a real piece of jewelry out here, where y'all have such a high population of homeless people and weird bum ass niggas? No, it's not real. So this is costume jewelry. Do you want it? You can have it. Please don't shoot me, because I ain't got it on me. Because they checked my purse coming in here. So you can have it if you would like. But this came from 52nd. Like this, it came from the Chinese store.
She said it came from the Dukes.
Look, hey, look. I got it from top and bottom. It came in a it came with five of them. You can have it. We can share. We want to match, Queen. What you want to do?
What up, Brian?
Queen.
Shout out to my good brother Brian. Brian returned with another episode of A Safe Space for Men. You can check that out on YouTube. You can
Great
check it out
podcast.
on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you check your podcast.
Spotify, I think.
He dropped a fire episode, did a lot of recapping of where he's been in his life, and definitely a good one. Make sure you go check Ryan's A Safe Space for Men podcast out. But with that being said, speaking of something along the level on that line, I like the way I kind of laid these topics out this week. Now, mind you, it was not on purpose, but producer, drop my funny video of the week.
Let me see my baby. Pick up. Give me my baby. Let me get this. Come on, mama. Come on. It's okay, mama. It's okay. You see this shit, son? Look at this. Beer back outside. Yeah, at the bar hopping. Terrible, ain't it? Got a whole daughter out here, like, that's what I be talking about. I can't stand a funky, terrible, bar hopping, unfit parent. Like, for real. Like, it's just me and my kids. Don't worry about it. Fix the pillows. Get ready for bed, dude. But come on, dude, man. I got us. Jalen, you alright? You okay, Jalen? It's cool. Don't worry about it. Your mom ain't got to ever come back here. Y'all good. I'll take y'all to school like I normally do in the morning. That's cool. People back outside.
Shout out to my guy, Southside Jew. When I tell you, I laughed so hard when I saw this clip. Congratulations to him and my sis Bear. They brought a beautiful little baby girl into the world on April 30th. And Bear is back outside. Now, I thought it was funny because I thought he just made that. I found out that that was a real sign. She was out and she had bottles popping and they brought that sign up. And I looked at his video again and he just put himself in the video, you know, magic of the internet. But I laughed so hard at that video. But y'all want to be taking us there.
Good. Lead them kids to their daddy. Cheers.
With that being said, producer,
Yeah.
let's jump into that. Let's
Ah,
talk.
keek, 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 keek.
Yo, J King, you ain't never lied. Bear do not care if she is a whole thug in these streets.
I love to
Now,
fucking see it. I love to fucking
I
see it.
I have an interesting topic for you. So, as I do during the week, I watch different podcasts just to see what the streets is talking about. Because you know, feet on land and air is to the street. So, shout out to Stormy P, host of Chocolate Chip and Sip. You can also check that out on YouTube. She had an episode this last week where she said she had went out on a date. And one thing that I love about her podcast is she kind of journals her dating life. And for the most part, she'll tell you like, oh, it's trash. Oh, I'm healing. I used to be toxic in my past. I went to talk to the lady. I'm getting better. But her dates normally sound really horrible. Now, she went out on a date and it seemed pretty epic. She said she started off at the young man told her that they were going to go to the Museum of Illusion. They go there, they go somewhere to eat. She's thinking she's going home. He says nope. They go to another like an arcade spot. She thought that they was leaving there. He says nope. They go to like a little bar. They have fun. She really enjoyed it. She comes home and she's like, man, that was like one of the best dates I've ever been on. So she said, you know, after the date, she's really hyped. She enjoyed it, loved it. The guy texts her. Well, no, she was like, oh, I don't know. Should I text him? Should I not? She was nervous. Homeboy does a solid. He texts her in the morning. Hey, I really had fun with you last night. I got a surprise for you. She was like, oh my God, another surprise. He sends her a video. He sent her a video recapping the entire date. Now her antennas went off because she said, how did he send me a video of the date when he never pulled a phone out? Homeboy had on those glasses, those what are they? I know a couple different
Meta glasses is what's most popular
meta
nowadays.
glasses, and he was secretly recording the entire date. It was the first date. Now, she said I felt conflicted with that because my first thought was, damn, you recorded me without my permission. Then the date went good, so she was like, I really don't mind. And she was like, I know he wasn't doing this for clout, because she didn't say who the young man was, but she said that he had an equal online presence to hers. And after she did her social media stalk, she saw that he doesn't showcase any of his relationships. So she was like, I'm not worried about him showcasing it. But do you feel that that was an invasion of privacy?
So I was gonna start by saying that there is no expectation of privacy when you're in public. Just for whoever's watching. Oh no, because you can't. You in public. Sure, you're in public. You can be recorded in public. Ain't shit you can do about it. You don't be recorded. Keep your ass the fucking home, or they're in private locations, whatever. Do I feel like that's an invasion of privacy? Absolutely. That is right up there in my head. I'm immediately blocking. You're out of here. I'm gonna be annotating that. Make sure I document it somewhere or whatever. Um, and D-Dell said, did she not notice that big ass camera? They were just glasses. They have a little light on them. I don't know how she noticed the light, but that's very strange to be recording people because you control if they're being recorded, they're recording or not. So you recording somebody the whole day. For me, it's very, especially without saying that you're doing this, it's very strange. Um,
Very.
um, I take that right up there along with who's that? No, typical paranoid ass female. Amazing, it's great. I keep that shit right up there along with like, oh, it's Apple AirTag in your car. Oh, I put it there for your safety. I got Life 360 on my phone. Why are you tagging my car?
Now, I see some comments saying that she didn't notice it. Now, I could tell you, just looking at the
I'm sure she
glasses.
didn't.
Now, if you are looking at my glasses, I had a pair of, actually, 1 second. I'm going to go grab them.
In the meantime, they are, if you don't look for, you don't have to look for. If not, depending on like how much light is out into the actual place you're at or whatever, what you're doing, what you're actually focusing on, you might not notice it. You have a camera on your glasses. There's a little light up in here. Recording a person without telling them is diabolical. All is diabolical. But maybe you notice it, maybe you don't notice it. If she didn't notice it, for me, that's her bad. Because I am a very typical paranoid female. Because men are fucking psychopaths with shit like this. This is a good example. Oh, he doesn't showcase his relationships, da 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 da. Fair. I don't know the young man. I'm not privy to the situation like that. But this is red flag behavior. Why are you recording me without allowing me to allow me to know that I'm being recorded? A lot of states
Now,
are one
I'm
party
back.
consent states.
Now, I couldn't
Oh,
find them. Oh, my
that's
fault, my
right.
fault. My fault. Let me let you land.
Hey, let me land the plane. A lot of places are one party consent states. So depending on how long these glasses are actually on, he could get in legal trouble about this, and she decides to like pursue it or whatever. Because in some states, now in most states it's it's one party consent, but in some states there are two party consent, which means that I have to agree to be recorded, and you have to agree to being recorded, regardless of who's recording it. We both have to agree with it. And if you record it without my permission, I can sue you for that. That's illegal.
Now, I couldn't
But
find the glasses, but I see people saying you had to notice it's obvious. It's really not that obvious with the glasses, because I know that like Ray-Ban sunglasses, for instance, have two indentations that are like two silver spots right here. I saw a person up close. We were out, we were having fun at this Airbnb, and the guy was like, hold on, stay right there. I'm gonna take a picture of you. And I was like, how the fuck you taking a picture of us? He was like, it's my glasses. So he takes the picture, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of lit.
Mhm.
But my thing is, you recording this entire date. And I think that with her liking the date so much and having a like for him, it didn't come off as creepy, but this is creepy as fuck. When she said it, I was like, oh fuck no, I don't like that shit at all. I am not a fan of it. God bless her for going through with continue to talk to him, because in my mind, all right, appreciate it, good brother. But in my mind, I don't find that to be like a surprise. Like surprise it with some creative. It's creative, but it's creepy being that they don't really know each other. And that's the
Mhm.
thing that's creepy about it. I think that had this been something he thought about later on down the line, like y'all have your 1 year anniversary or some shit,
A special moment type
some
shit.
shit where y'all have more familiarity, where y'all in like a relationship. I
Hmm.
don't think this some shit you should be doing on your first date.
And as far as the relationship thing goes, everybody doesn't like that, even in relationships, right? Know who the person is or whatever. Know your audience pretty much. And can you bring up that comment about taking the cameras down in the house from yeah.
Wait,
So
that's a great point too. I
that's a
didn't
great
think
point.
about that.
So I'm not super sure about that answer, but Philly, Pennsylvania is absolutely a two-party consent state. So I cannot come to Ant's house, record him secretly, and then be like, "Oh, look what the fuck Ant said." No, because it's a two-party consent state. We both have to consent to be recorded in order for anything I record to be legal.
Wait,
And I am absolutely yes.
I
And in
didn't.
your house, you depending on depending on. I'm not privy to the Philly laws about that. I can look that up if you want me to, whatever. But I'm not super privy to it. But being in your house is not the expectation of privacy. Because I mean, there is expectation of privacy because you're in your house. So so that's like a little grayer. That's
But
a whole other situation.
that's
But being out
still
in public, recording people, whole other situation.
the
That's very
house is
strange.
the house is actually a very sticky one because I mean
Hmm.
y'all. I'm not even going to make anybody be a floozy. We done going on 3 or 4 dates. You come back to my crib, we chilling, we watching movies and shit. Should I tell you when you come in the crib like, hey, I got cameras around here just for.
I mean, you should and you shouldn't, because if you have cameras up there or whatever, and this is not legal advice. Nobody here is lawyers. This just people hypothesizing or whatever shit called throwing hypotheticals and just talking shit. Um, but I would think that you probably should because I want to know about me recording in somebody's house because they're about to decide to come out here and start being nasty in your living room. Now it's a
Yeah,
flicking
I was
me out
about to say
here.
these cameras are here so I can
You feel
reminisce
me?
if I blow your back out tonight.
Here
But
we go. And with that, you need to tell somebody. Wait, you have to tell them.
But also now cameras in the house definitely did say DJ Academics because he was going to jack. Well, he wasn't going to jail. He was
He's a
about to
bitch ass
pay.
nigga. So
Oh,
my bad. I'm
but my
sorry. I'm
question
sorry.
is, Neil, another question I had because I have a friend where it's not an issue for me. I don't care because whatever I did, if I did it, I did it. But she has a monitor in her living room for her dogs, and it records. So I didn't think about it until just now. But when we're at her house, she's recording technically without my permission. Um, how do you feel if you're in a person's house that you're dating and they had cameras and let's just say the next day, oh my bad, I didn't think of it until just now because I'm sitting here and the camera is facing me. But I have cameras in my house for XYZ. I live in a neighborhood where it's been some break-ins, whatever have you. You know what? Sometimes my kids, when they get home from school, I like to watch them, make sure they cool in like the moments until I get home. But I do have cameras in my house. Do you feel some type of way if I forget to tell you that I had cameras in my house? Because also you got to figure if a person has cameras in his house, it's
You're
something
used to
second
them.
nature that
Yeah.
you forget that it's there.
And I fully agree with that. And I'm I'm a reasonable person, contrary to popular belief. And so I go for patterns of things. If you're always conveniently forgetting something, I'm not going for that. Because now in my head, you're doing a lot of things on purpose. If there's a pattern of certain things. Um, quick sidebar. Yes, DJ Connect is absolutely a bitch. He only argues with women. When a man approaches him, he gets scared and starts peeing on himself. Back to the topic.
Now Hennessy
Um,
academic.
yeah, I'm telling you, his ass whooped, but put a pin in that. But I would feel some type of way about it if it was a pattern of misconduct. Um, but also with the cameras in your house and shit, you can have them where in public locations. You can have the cameras and you can't have the cameras in your in the bathrooms or whatever. You can have the cameras facing the neighbor's backyard and shit like that. You can't really have the audio on without letting people know that there's audio connected to these certain cameras.
Very true.
So again, like so make sure. So if you have the cameras in your house, maybe look into that a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Because God forbid something happens and you in court and then a fucking loophole or whatever makes you the fucking issue instead of being the victim. that you rightfully deserve to be or whatever. Something goes left. That's all I'm saying with that.
Okay.
Look into it a little bit. I don't know. Google is still free, guys. You can still look things up, and for the most part, it's still good information.
Google is your friend. But also now to my Leon's talk topic for this evening.
You
So I
nasty.
watched another podcast called Decisions, and there was an author that was up there. She writes erotic novels. Now she spoke about how in the earlier days, her husband, he was maintaining and he taking care of everything. You just be a housewife. Then things got a little rocky, and he, I think he saw the light at the end of this tunnel. So he was like, "Hey, I want you to get a job." And a little caveat: they had a son that was severely autistic. So he was like, "I need you to switch gears a little bit, and I know you like working on your book and stuff like that, and that's fine. But I need you to get a job." And he was like, "And I'm not telling you it got to be like a crazy job." He was like, "It looked like I'm in danger of losing my job. So I just need you to bring some kind of money in where we could just stack it. Like, I'm not telling you you got to put towards anything, just stack it. So we at least start to like build up our emergency fund." So he does eventually lose his job, but through the glory of God, she received a publishing deal, and it was a little struggle. It wasn't like instantly, but she received the publishing deal. She ends up making more money than he was even making with his six-figure job. And they
Right.
switch roles. He becomes a stay-at-home dad. It's fine because he takes care of everything in the house. She's the breadwinner now. Now, my question to you is twofold. Do you believe that you could be a person that dates somebody that's chasing their dream? And also, if you are married to somebody that's chasing their dream, would you be able to deal with it? Now, before we jump into our answers, I want to ask the audience what y'all got to say about that. And if y'all think I came here to play with y'all, god damn it, I'm not. Lord have mercy. Now, Scooty, would
Mhm.
you be able to take somebody serious dating them? And the link is in the comments, good people. Would
Let's
you
go,
be able to date
Ron. Bring your ass
somebody?
up here. By the way, come on, Ron.
Would you be able to date somebody that is pursuing their goal and at the point is not currently lucrative? Now it has
It's
potential, but at the stage that they are right now, they still scratching the surface. They with this author, she was sending her transcripts to people. Hey, this is what I got. Would you be interested? Now, luckily, there became a bidding war where a large company was going after her, and John Legend actually came across her transcript, and he was like, "I really love this. I want to invest in this because I want you to go far and I see the potential." But I mean, let's just say you meet this guy, he's super dope. You're a couple days in. I'm a rapper.
hey, choose something else. Don't tell me no fucking rapper, dog. I'm not. Look, so for me, one off the rip, I don't believe in that's a good question, but I don't believe in unconditional love. I think unconditional love is how motherfuckers end up trapped with crackheads and all these other bullshit, or trapped in abusive relationships, all these other things. So I've never been an unconditional love person. I want to preface this by saying that. For me, it all is very
Same.
much situational dependent and on the person because I want to say people, but right now we're talking about who I'm dating or whatever. Ron, the question was, could you hold somebody down while they were trying to come up?
Well,
Pretty
no, no,
much.
no, no, no. The first question was, could you date somebody that is pursuing their dream but has not made it yet? That's the first one.
Hold them down while they're coming up.
Okay, I guess.
Like, what are we? I'm sorry, you want to mansplain to me. I get it. What's the second question for Ron?
The second question is, could you be married to somebody? Let's just say you are married and this person comes home one day, babe, I'm not. Well, you know what? let's tackle the first question first. I want to tackle the
Okay.
first question before we jump into it. Like,
Okay.
do you really think that you could date somebody and they telling you from the rip? Let's not even say that they're a rapper. Let's just say
Just pursuing a
I'm a
dream.
let's make something like that could be lucrative, but okay, I'm an architect
Okay. Um,
and I'm not with a company right now. I had some
you're still
designs.
freelancing.
I'm freelancing and I have this dope idea for something that could be epic. And if I land with the right company, this structure that I'm thinking of could be something that will be used around the country and it will be very profitable. Now,
So I probably so maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. I'm a big people person. So and I'm a big respect person towards who I am. I care more about myself than I do any of this other shit I'm talking about. If I start talking too fast, please let me know. But for me, it all depends on the person and the situation, because a lot of people get really mean when they're broke. I am a
okay,
vet, so I'm a disabled veteran. Whatever. I still got money coming in. So even when I'm broke, I'm not really broke. Even when
right.
I ain't got no job, I'm still, things to happen.
The
That's
check
because that's how
still
it
gonna come
works.
at the end of the
The
month.
check's still coming. I might not have it right now, but I'm gonna have it in 2 days, guaranteed type shit. So if you are a person, if or that person is person that gets mad and starts lashing out or whatever else, I'm not super understanding for things like that because I've been through the fire and the flames, being in the military, being the life I've lived or
True.
whatever. So you're not gonna come home to me and be mad at me because you didn't get a fucking deal today. Because bitch, I ain't tell you to start fucking trying to make daddy.
But you didn't get a deal today.
That's not my. I didn't do that, and I'm not gonna fucking come home every day and you and this bitch depressed, and I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going, babe? And nothing's happened because for centuries, for however women have had to do these things while they're still dealing with postpartum depression, whatever else. I've had a baby at this point. You can tell me shit before I had a baby. I have a daughter. If you think you're gonna give me a fucking excuse about, oh, I'm sad because I didn't get work today, da, 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 and that's why there's no safety for me. There's no food in this
Niggas don't
house.
have no
I call him.
emotion.
I'm not doing any of that. Leave him. I'm out of here. Now, if you are, hey, yeah, this ain't work today and shit, but hey, you know what I did? I did X, Y, Z, da da da. I'm trying to stay busy. Cool. You have a couple off days. I got that. But I'm 10 years later, and you're still trying to fucking find a deal for some shit. You're not an architect. Let it go.
Now,
Everybody isn't a rapper. Everybody isn't an author. Everybody's not an architect. Everybody is not what their dreams are. I hate it for you. Blame capitalism in America. These bills they gotta get paid. If I gotta pay all the bills, you're a roommate. I'm bringing my boyfriend in here. Next
oh
question.
shit, that
Hey,
escalated that.
and also, Ron, fuck you because you got long locks and I don't right now.
What I do? I'm Scooty. We've been getting along and everything. What's happening?
Now,
You guys
welcome,
do?
welcome
I
to the
shouted you out
pod
in the chat
tonight.
and everything. I was happy to see you.
Welcome
This
to the
why this why
pod.
this why I got this why I got trust issues now, man.
Welcome
What's
to
up,
the
Sign
man?
my
pod,
exes.
good brother.
Sign my
Now,
Peace,
exes,
brother.
please.
regarding dating somebody that's pursuing their dreams, where do you stand on the topic?
But like,
Like,
as
could you see yourself doing that? Could you see yourself like dating
um,
somebody where there's no real like relationship yet? Y'all just dating, y'all super dope. I mean, this super dope has a lot of the qualities you're looking for, and then y'all get to the point where it's starting to get serious. So y'all starting to like really dig into each other's backgrounds. And she says, I'm an artist and I don't work. I do a little Uber, I do a little DoorDash, but my goal is to be an artist, and that's what I'm solely pursuing right now. What are your
so
thoughts?
I'm a well. Firstly, like as a man, I'm already sure able to take care of myself and my 5 children. So, like, not to be arrogant, but my job is already like provide and all that. So I whether the person I deal with, date, marry, whether I got a job or not, we're gonna be okay. You like that's kind of how I look at it. I'm also big on like people going after their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you gotta have added a little bit of logic. Like kind of what Scooter says, no, there's no reason you should be dropping. You should have been dropping mixtapes for the last 20 years. We're not gonna do that. But like something reasonable, like an artist or like as long as that person that I'm dealing with is they're able, they show up able to take care of themselves without me before I enter the picture, as long as they don't become necessarily a burden. Like anything I do is always extra. As opposed to like I show up and like everything is in the red, like that would be. I mean, they shouldn't even be dating. Like we got to go through a whole rabbit hole, but yeah, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it, but it's I guess it would be a case by case basis. It would depend on specifically what they're pursuing because your dream has to make sense. You know what I mean? Like it
Now,
has to
I
make sense,
I I get what you're saying, and as you were
but you need to have some
talking,
residual income as well.
I get what you're
I'm a
saying,
vet.
and as you were talking, this kind of made sense for me in a sense of like I could date somebody that's pursuing their dreams and not be affected by it because you were obviously making things work for you before we met, but also I'm already stable in my lifestyle.
Right.
So me dating you, that wouldn't affect me. Now, a caveat to what y'all were just saying,
This nigga love the word
J
caveat.
King, shout out to J King. He said, what would be your breaking point? Now,
Ooh.
let's say now just dating, what would your breaking point be?
I wouldn't. I'm not dating a man who's trying to build some shit up. At this, if I was 20 something, that's one thing. I'm about to be 34 years
Now, does
old.
it matter? Does it matter what they're pursuing? Because I gave you the architect example. Now, let's just say I'm jumping through loops because I really want to become a real estate investor. And I'm going through all these loops trying to find the right investment scheme, not scheme because that makes it seem like it was illegal, but I'm trying to get my plan together because my goal is to get this high rise. It's feasible. It's 500 units in this sky rise that I'm looking to get. I'm just trying to put together the proper investment group, the proper investment plan to get to
Got it. Got it.
this.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. It takes a lot to be real estate. Like, please don't go into all of that. Of all it takes, please.
I got a good
um,
example though.
for me personally, it would not matter because I am not a bigger person. It's an amazing example. That's why I was like, yo, let's just because it takes a lot to be real to get all that. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
So please don't go into everything that it takes. Yeah, I get it, please. But for me, it would not matter at this moment versus then or whatever. Because then I was in the military. I was already kind of I was going through the ranks or whatever. I had a great career going and shit like that. Um, so for me, it wouldn't matter because I'm not a big person. I'm not a big picture person like that. I'm aware of that. And so once the dreams kind of started being told about some shit, hey, look, I'm probably not the person because I'm not the oh my god, baby, you can do. I'm not that encouraging. I'm very much a realist. I'm a pessimist, if you will. Me personally,
Mm.
I'm not looking at all of what the possibility and the potential or whatever else. And oh, this could be XYZ because I'm looking at you and I'm like, and you could. However, I watched you do XYZ today and I don't believe in your dreams.
Jesus Christ.
Now, much like Scooty just said, I'm not your guy. You pursuing your dreams, I wish you the fucking best.
But I think that's like a product of like I mean we all in the same age bracket. I think that's just a product of like so many. None of us you're not married. I was, man. I'm married. Scooty, are you married?
Yes.
Okay, you're not just saying
Same
it because you're in
thing.
the room. All right, but yeah,
No,
no,
same thing.
I know. But I'm
He's very
saying
much
no.
aware.
So all right, so I was all right. Then
Wait,
Scooty, this
this
probably
here
don't apply
weird
to.
is crazy.
So like I would say
That's
like for me
crazy.
and Ann specifically, and maybe even Scooty. I don't know how long you've been married, but I think that's like a product of like going through so many failed situations where like maybe in the past you allowed yourself to believe in somebody else's dream or like be with them going through stuff and then it's like that shit didn't work out, so like the patience isn't there to do it. But I also a
I
good example, remember that Tyler Perry movie where and his sister was way different, like
Yo, I
he
had
was
this
he was a he
conversation
was
with a
a
homie the other
he
day.
was actually a good man. He just wasn't a great provider yet. And then when his dream hit, it hit big, and he did everything he said he was going to do. It just took a while longer. So I think, like again, it's like a case by case basis because it wasn't that he was a bad person. You got niggas out here that really just they not only they horrible men, but they don't have no what I'm saying, no real ambition. They not really providers and that like them types that not and vice versa for a female. But you have people out here that really do got something that they passionate about that they want to do.
ew, men and
But I
female.
also
Ew.
think with your passion, you should also have like if I decided to like really tap into and dive 100% into being a podcast, that's great. But then I need to also be able to still generate
Ryan,
enough
why do you sound
income.
like you Ryan, why do you sound like you're recording Computer Love right now?
He's a robot, and I also love that song.
I don't know.
But look, great points though, great points.
But
I agree with everybody.
yeah, now
Oh,
it
it's
got
getting
worse.
worse. It's getting worse.
Just check out and check back in.
Oh, this question is absolutely for our age group. Because I'm 30 something. You know, like hey, we're all very much grown here. This is absolutely for our age group because there's plenty of motherfuckers holding down failed artists and motherfucking mixtape niggas. It's plenty of people doing that. Do I think they're retarded? I'm sorry. Do I think they're stupid? Yes. But
Now let's get to another angle of this particular topic. Now you're married and everything is good. Spouse does one or two things. One, either gets fired. Two, decides this shit really not for me anymore. Like I'm completely unsatisfied going to work every day. This shit is not for me. I want to pursue my true passion. Whatever said passion is. How do you feel towards your spouse? Now, it's this. Now we can throw any profession in there. It has the potential to be lucrative, but this is
so
not what we established as far as us being serious, coming together, being married. This is not where you were. I had no idea that this is something that you were going to do, but now we are here. How do you
I
feel
am
about that?
I am a pusher for women to leave men for the smallest inconvenience. I'm not gonna hold you. I've never cared about being married. I've been married twice. I've never cared about being married. I've never cared about relationships. Men are the easiest thing to get in the world. I don't care about none of that. And so are women to men that just get women, whatever.
Word, because y'all got up by like two, probably like 2.5 if you add in the
You feel me?
individuals that don't like women.
You feel me? Like that. And I hate men, so I feel it. But I know that men are the easiest thing to get in the fucking world. So,
All right, he back.
welcome. Hey, why are you looking? I'm so tired to run. I swear to
It got a
God.
little rough.
I'm so tired to run. Please.
Because I walked in on Instagram
Oh
and you got to
shit!
count the ones that
Well,
don't like
damn,
women.
Matt. Oh, now Ryan. I remixed the question. Now you're married and your spouse either loses their job or decides that they no longer want this career that they're in. They want to find their true passion. Now this was not on the table when y'all first got married and y'all got years in at this point. Let's give it a 5-piece. And this is like you noticed she had this skill or it was something that she just did as like a hobby. But she never told you this is her true passion. That's what she wants to do now. That's what I'm going to do. I don't believe in unconditional love. I only had it for my daughter, and
No,
then when
that's why I
she's
asked.
almost an adult, that's
Hold on.
conditional.
Wait. No, that's why I was asking. Who is D-Dog? Who's that?
That's my guy, Mac.
Okay, so that's why I was asking Mac because Mac said he had the same dilemma. That's why I just texted the thing or whatever. But he said that his wife supported his decision, and I'm like, does your wife believe in unconditional love? And did you make sure the house is straight? I feel like these are two very important situations.
He said home was still definitely taken care of.
There we go. Because you can't just fucking get up and be like, you know what? Actually, I want to be an actor. Bitch, we got bills. What do you mean you want to? We got. What? I get it. I support
I
you.
desire to play the cello in orchestras.
Babe, hey, have you played cello before? No, I haven't. Hey, what do you mean? Whoa, I already quit my job. This isn't Disney. Hey.
I'm definitely thinking of marriage though. Like these are some like you got that's a discussion. Like you would sit down and discuss it with your wife, your husband.
Anybody you living with, really?
I wouldn't hope you would just abruptly just like come home like, hey, like you know
All
what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
so
people
let's
do
make it. Let's change it a little bit because I think, hey, I just quit my job is very rash. But let's just say I got fired. Now I don't want to look for another job because I really didn't like working there anyway. I didn't like I know I might have spent years of my life.
That does not change the fact we have bills, right? That don't change the fact we have bills.
Now that I'm here, I want to pursue my passion. What's your thoughts, Ryan?
Again, I think it's a conversation. I think when it comes to a marriage, it's like so. My perspective is different because I don't feel like I would even ever allow myself to position myself with with a person, a woman, to where her finances would collapse my household. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Okay.
from my perspective as a man, it does not like I would be more understanding or willing to do certain things because whatever money you was bringing to the table, all right, that's great, but it does like I'm able to provide for me and mine's with or without you. You get what I'm saying? So I
Right.
think like now if it was a situation where like we're relying, if it's like whatever reason it's 50-50 down the middle, then yeah, that would be like a real conversation. But I also just think whatever you're pursuing, it has to make sense. Then we gotta put deadlines on shit. Like you're not gonna be trying to be an actor or a rapper for the next 5 years. Like, no, you got these amount of months, or give you a whole year to try to work this shit out. And if it don't, then your ass is going back to work because
Now, it might
like
not
it has to.
necessarily take a year. Now,
Right,
how
that's
do
what
you
I'm saying.
feel? How do you feel like this person is? Now, I think we got to make it more tangible. So let's, for the sake of the rest of this conversation, let's come up
Mhm.
with a profession.
Architecture. I
No,
think that's very big.
no, I want something a little bit more like
IT.
artsy.
IT. Because in
Nah,
IT,
nah,
why not?
IT, because IT you can easily find a job. I
No,
think
no, the
I'm gonna
fuck you can't.
if you can't
Nursing, I
find
don't
a
know.
if
You
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 can't
can find a job, but can you find a job to support some shit?
if you can't find
Because
a I if you can't
it is an oversaturated market. And
if you can't find a
pick the
job in
career in it.
IT,
Pick the
you're
career.
not doing it right because
Pick
they
the
need
career
them
in it.
everywhere.
They do need them, but do they need the actual? Are you going to get paid for that? There's plenty of people who can work at fucking Burger King. Is that going to support your family
Don't
while
let
you
the
fucking
man.
pursue your hip
You know
hop
So
she.
dreams?
You know
all
she put
right.
hands on men.
Let's say
Never hit Ant.
let's say
I
let's
have
say
kicked him.
all right.
See,
We
she's
gonna
over
go
there
with
stretching.
My
so
bad, Curtis. Stop.
we gonna go with IT. So we going with IT now.
HVAC.
HVAC, we can do that. We can do
Max
that.
said HVAC. All right, thank you,
Okay.
Max.
But you can
HVAC.
learn
So
HVAC inside of a year.
now let's just say
You can learn
now
HVAC on YouTube.
for
I can
me
say,
personally, if my wife tells me like, hey, I'm going into my HVAC certifications because that's my real passion. All right, cool. Now here's where I'm at with it. As long as you actively working towards getting like in a union or getting with like a company or something. And I'm gonna even give you a break where you hi Brown, you was already here. Like, why did you have to say hi? But
No, I was
anyway.
waving at somebody.
So I said, hey girl.
he out
But
this place.
no, but
How you know?
but as long as you're actively working towards like you want to own an HVAC company, cool. As long as you're going through the right like progressions to get to that point. I'm not going to say like, look, you ain't got a job in a month, get the fuck out of here. But you got to be actively going towards this because you done already strayed away from where I thought that our goal was. I'm gonna take that in stride. Pause. But you got to be actively trying to work towards something. I don't want to be I'm coming back, and you know what? 3 to 5 years, that is interesting because I don't think I got 3 to 5 years for you to figure that shit the fuck out.
I'm about to be
And
40 this year. I'm not doing that.
I'm not the acrimony situation. I don't give a fuck if you make it in the future. God bless. You did it. I'm not waiting all that time for you to figure that shit the fuck out because you could have just fucking kept chilling at where you was at.
Mm-hmm.
You took it somewhere else. You decided to quit your job to chase your passion. Now, me as the breadwinner, what if I decided I wanted to chase my passion? Because I think I'm a great battle rapper.
All right,
I'm about 103.
here we go.
I want to decide to chase my passion. Smack DVD. I mean, Smack Battle League. I'm what you need. I can listen. I can do good, hustle real hard in a year. And by next year, I could be making 20,000 a battle and battle once a month.
You could. and things like this. And you know, get out the military. They send you these different type of websites or whatever stuff, so you can kind of like so you can look at too job opportunities and all these different secret things that people don't know you could do or whatever, right? So there's a website where you can look up different jobs and how the market's looking in each state or whatever. We're talking about HVAC, oversaturated market. Can you get a job at HVAC? Absolutely. What you can also get is $16 an hour.
Would
Now,
you
if you
agree?
have a family, if you have a family, you've already started because they're all married people. So you have a wife. Bear remember, you got a wife. You might have a kid or two, but you absolutely got a fucking wife. If you, me personally, I'm gonna speak for me. If you think you're gonna bring into this motherfucker $16 an hour while I carry this household, and I'm not gonna be, hey, we're at dinner. I worked today. What'd you do? Oh, I installed 2 air conditioners. You did what? How long did that take? How much you get paid for it?
Mm.
The mortgage is due. The rent. So, hey, because reality is reality. Everybody wants to have a dream. Everybody wants to pursue their dream. I used to want to be a princess at times, a Disney princess. Now I'm a princess. I'm a princess of a whole other fucking accord.
I was Joan of Arc
Everybody,
in my past life.
everybody can't. Hey, you feel me? Everybody can't be everything you want to be. Hate it for you. If
Now,
that's what you want to pursue, do that before you start a family. Before you make contracts and connections with people and intertwine people in your things. And Mac, a team might be a team. I don't believe in conditional love. I'm not gonna love you through the fucking fire and the flames. Get the fuck
now,
out.
now,
Damn.
with that being
Damn.
said,
Well, I
I
could. I want to know what your wedding vows was, Scooty. I feel like they wasn't the typical ones.
Sir, my first dates are not the typical ones. I'm not a typical woman, look.
Shit.
But
listen,
let's be very clear though. I am very transparent. I'm very much who I am. The person I'm here, it's the person I'm there, it's the person I'm where, everywhere.
listen. I'm
Let's
glad
be
she
very clear
came into
about
my
that.
life as a friend because it would not have fucking worked out otherwise. Now, with that being said,
Frankly,
Ryan,
I'm scared.
Ryan, what are your final thoughts on the topic at hand?
I don't know. Just do what works for you. Do what works for your household. What works for your family.
There we go.
That's really it. I think like comparison is really like the thief of everything. I think everybody's trying to like you got to do what works for your house. It's like I don't even want to mention it, but like, it's like when people be arguing about the 50-50 thing. Like everybody's just shut the fuck up and do what works for your household. Like if splitting stuff even works for y'all, if someone doing 90-10 works, if someone pursuing these dreams works for you, like whatever works for you works for you. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times like these conversations come up and it's more based upon like what your friends think about your situation. And then like those
What
people
the
don't
fuck
even
my
have
friends think?
I'm just saying. And then they don't be having shit going on in
I
their
rock with my
lives. Their
niggas.
situation don't be.
Ryan, appreciate you coming. Ryan, Spider-Man me.
Nah, man.
Woo!
Oh god.
Appreciate you coming through, good brother. Talk to you later.
We'll talk. Peace.
All right. Now, Scooty, any last thoughts on the situation at hand?
Any women that's on here, any men, honestly, just people in general, but mostly women, because fuck you niggas.
Mm.
Hey, have your own things. Do not settle for anything that makes your spirit uneasy. If you have to fight for it, pick a point, figure out your breaking point. Like Buddy said earlier, find your breaking point, stand on that. Do not allow yourself to be ran over because of social norms or anything else, okay? Because at the end of the day, you will be absolutely fine. And if you're not fine, you've already failed anyway. So you may as well stay with that fucking loser that's fucking you over.
Oh,
Love y'all. See y'all next week.
love you, Scooty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great topic. The topic, both Leo's Talk topics went a lot further than what I expected them to, but as always, I love audience interaction for this reason because there were some things y'all said that just carried the conversation a lot further. Great conversation. We will be back next week. As I told y'all, the next couple weeks, I got to make sure I coordinate it right, but I got a lot of heat coming, no pun intended, because it's about to be summertime for the summer. With that being said, Y'all know how I like to end every episode. Live every day like it's your last, but make sure you are prepared for tomorrow. God bless and good night.
Everybody at my house, but it's Crip style. Watch how I get about my house, y'all. Get out. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Nigga, quick cut. Get the fuck up my house, nigga. Huh? What?